Hello, I am Aaron Sutherland, and I am a SUSE certified instructor. And in this video, we're going to be talking about command line skills, specifically creating user groups. Now that I've switched over to my virtual machine, let's take a look at how we can create a user group. To do that, we use the command group add. And we're going to start by looking at the help for group add that does require elevated privileges, just like with the user add command that we talked about in the previous video. And you can see here that we've got quite a few options. Now the simplest way to create a group is to just run the command sudo, because it does require elevated privileges, group add followed by the name of the group. Now, when we create the group, what's happening in the background is the information for the group we've created has been added to a file. It's been added to the Etsy group file. So we're going to look at that file. Now, when the group is created, we get a line that's added to Etsy group that looks like this. We'll have the name of the group, an area for a password if there's a password required for the group, and the group ID. Now, if we look at the full group file, we can see that we have multiple groups already created for us. A lot of these were created when the OS was initially installed, and some of these were added when different services were installed on the machine. Like if you installed the Apache web server, maybe you would get a group for web, or different groups for other services. Now, if we jump to the bottom of this file, you can see that our group here has been added to this. Now, once we've added a user group, the next thing that we need to do is we need to add users to that group. To do that in Linux, we use the user mod command. So sudo user mod -- help, and we can see that there is quite a list of options that we can use with the command. Now we want to add a user to the group. And we can use groups to help us control access to files and folders and other things in the system. So when we add a user to the group, again, we're going to use the user mod command. But first, let's take a look and see what groups our user is already a member of. So we can use the ID command and then the name of the user. And that's going to give us output that looks like this. Let's bring that up to the top here. So for us to add a user to a group, we're going to use sudo usermod -a capital G, the group name, so we just created the group support, followed by the username. Now, once that command has completed, and it should be almost instant, we can run the ID command for the user account and see that the user has now been added to the support group. We can also grep for support or new user in Etsy group and see that the new user is now a member of the support group. And with that, that is the basics of adding a new group and adding a user to that group. You can learn more about this topic and many other topics in our e-learning courses. To learn more about our e-learning courses, just navigate to the URL you see here. And thank you for watching. and have a great